Hi there, adventurers. Today we're going to be taking a look at Yakima's RotopaX adapter plate for their T-slot, ladder racks, or roof rack systems. Now this plate is just an adapter that lets you put a RotopaX mount on. So this is the RotopaX mount. If we loosen this up, we can take our RotopaX off of here, line those up, and it slides right off the RotopaX mount. And here you can see the adapter plate behind the RotopaX mount. The RotopaX mount is right here at this plate and this section here. The adapter plate that you'll get is what's located behind it here, and it gives you the attachments that fit inside your T-slot. If you were to loosen those screws, you could slide it to the position where you wanted to locate it, and you can get as many of these as you need to mount as many of these up. You will only get one adapter plate, which allows you to put one RotopaX mount onto it to attach it to your T-slot accessory. And if you do pick up more than one, you can see here you can position them so that way they can be installed in the locked together orientation. That's how RotopaX are designed, to where they can interlock together, to hook two of them. And you can choose the appropriate spacing. And RotopaX does have locking ones available, so that way you can protect your investment. So that's a good way to protect multiple by just getting one of those. Pick up a couple adapter plates, lock everything together, and enjoy your safe adventure. We'll begin our installation by putting the pieces into our sidebar. It's just a little nut plate that slides in there. And depending on your truck, you may need to loosen this up and pull the arm off a little bit to put it in, because it's not going to fit in the normal location on the end. But there is an open slot here in the middle, and depending on the length of your truck bed, you might be able to slide it in the opening between the spacer where you adjust the length of the arm. On the Gladiator that we're working on today, since the bed is so short, we're not going to be able to just slide it in, so we are going to have to take the hardware out. I've already loosened it up so we can do this a little faster. And you really only need to loosen up the one side as well as the adjustment screw on the other side. So then we can kick it over to the side here, which will allow us to easily slide our nut plate in. If you have more than one that you're going to be installing on this side, you also want to slide that in as well. And here we have the rest of our kit. We're going to need to do some pre-assembly on it. This is the plate that attaches to the nut plate we just put on, and this is a spacer plate that goes in between. These are the screws that will attach it to the nut plate, and you do get a tool included with it. The rest of your parts you're going to need to finish this actually come with your RotopaX mount. You'll have a couple of screws that are pre-installed in the back of the RotopaX mount. We'll need to start by taking those out. And then also included in your RotopaX mount, you'll receive a plate with that. So you just attach that to the screws. Once you open it up, you can see they're kind of indented, and we've got it to where the indentions are towards the mount. Once we get these started, we'll tighten them down with a 1/2-inch wrench or socket. And now this is going to sit right onto the plate that we have here. And then you use the hardware that comes included with the RotopaX. There are going to be some, with the RotopaX mount, there'll be carriage bolts, flat washers, and nylon locking nuts. We're just going to drop the carriage bolts down through the front. On the back side, we'll follow that up with a flat washer and nylon locking nut. We'll repeat this for the 3 remaining holes. We can then tighten these down. We'll use a 7/16 socket or wrench for these. And now we can head back over to our sidebar and get it attached. So the way I'll be orienting both of them, for the driver's side, so I can get the two hooked together like we just showed you, we're going to have them both in the vertical position like this. We're actually not going to be using the horizontal position at all. We just wanted to show you what it would look like and how that would mount your RotopaX. Once you've figured out your orientation and how many you're going to be putting on each side, we're only going to be doing one over here on the passenger side. We're still going to be mounting it with the vertical setup. Just line it up with your nut plate, and then we're going to take the included hardware that comes with your Yakima kit. That's going to be a button head Allen key bolt. We're going to slide on the lock washer and then follow it up with the flat washer, and then you just run them right in. The included Allen key can be used to tighten them down once you get them started. And before you fully tighten it all the way down, you can slide it around to pick the exact position you want. You do just want to keep in mind, depending on the opening of your sidebar, if it's long enough, this actually could slide all the way out. Once you've got your mount secure, all that's left is putting your RotopaX on it. So you want to make sure those are lined up, slide it into place, and then you'll see on your RotopaX there's some divots there. The outer section of the RotopaX is actually what tightens it down. It's the screw portion, and the inner section here you can see has the divots. Line those divots up, and that'll hold it in place, and then you can just tighten the outer section down. You could also spin the inner section. You can hear it kind of snap. Just however you wanted to do it, whichever way's quickest and easiest for you, and however tight you want to get it secured on there. And that completes our look at Yakima's adapter plate for the RotopaX mount for their ladder rack or roof rack systems.